Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever stopped to consider the incredible power within you? Not the power that resides outside, in material wealth or in the opinions of others, but the power within you, the power of your consciousness. In every moment, your mind is creating your reality. Every thought, every feeling, every belief you carry shapes the life you're living. What if I told you that within you is a spark of the divine, a constant flow of energy, intelligence, and potential far beyond what we can comprehend with our limited senses? When we speak of God, we're not just talking about a distant, abstract concept, but the very energy that is woven into the fabric of the universe. This energy doesn't just exist somewhere out there. It resides within each of us, in the quantum field that connects all things, and it flows through every thought, every feeling, and every action we take. Imagine if you started every day by calling upon that energy, not just in moments of despair or challenge, but in the simplest of tasks. As you wake up, as you move through your morning routine, as you make decisions, and even when you're just sitting quietly, what if you could intentionally tap into that infinite energy? This is not about asking for something in a traditional sense. It's about aligning yourself with the source of all creation. It's about recognizing that you are not separate from God. The very essence of life, the very force that animates all of existence is within you. Think about it. In every single moment, the brain is communicating with the body, and the body is responding. But this communication is more than just chemical reactions and neural impulses. It's the exchange of energy. When you elevate your awareness to the realization that you are connected to the divine intelligence that is constantly guiding and evolving the universe, your life becomes a dance with the miraculous. If you want to transform your life, it begins with transforming the way you think. It begins with changing your beliefs, not just about what's possible, but about who you truly are. You are a vessel, a conduit for divine intelligence. You are part of the vast interconnected field that is alive with potential. When you align with that truth, you unlock a power that defies the limits of space and time. When you call upon God, you are not asking for something to happen to you. You are inviting that divine energy to flow through you. It's about being an active participant in creation, co-creating your reality with the divine intelligence that is already guiding you. What would happen if you walked into every situation, every relationship, every challenge, every opportunity with the full awareness that you are not alone, that divine intelligence is guiding you? What would happen if you allowed yourself to trust that the source of all things is within you, always available, always waiting to be called upon? In everything you do, whether you're at work, at home, or simply walking down the street, call God. Call upon that energy that is the source of life itself. Let your every thought, every action be an expression of that divine connection. And watch how your life begins to transform in ways you cannot even begin to imagine. The divine is not somewhere far away. It is in you, it is around you, and it is always available for you to tap into. All it takes is the awareness to know that in every moment you can call upon that energy, and it will flow through you, guiding you, transforming you, and creating your life anew. So as you step into your day, remember, you are the presence of the divine, and in everything you do, call upon it. The power of your consciousness shapes your reality in ways that are often beyond your immediate awareness. Every thought, every belief, and every emotion you experience sends out energetic frequencies that interact with the world around you. These frequencies affect not only your perception of reality, but also the very experiences that unfold in your life. Your mind is a constant creator, whether you are conscious of it or not. What you focus on, what you consistently think about, and what you choose to believe becomes your personal experience. The human mind is not just a passive receiver of external stimuli. It is an active force that shapes how you interpret and respond to the world. When you hold a thought, it doesn't simply stay within the confines of your brain. That thought vibrates and it sends energy into the environment. It attracts circumstances, people, and situations that are in alignment with the frequency of that thought. Over time, this process becomes automatic. If you constantly think about lack or fear, you are unknowingly attracting situations that reinforce those emotions and beliefs. On the other hand, if you focus on abundance, gratitude, and possibility, your thoughts begin to align with those frequencies, pulling situations and experiences into your life that reflect these qualities. The subconscious mind plays a pivotal role in this process as it holds the deeper, more ingrained beliefs and patterns. What you believe at a core level shapes your experience, and these beliefs are often formed by past experiences, societal conditioning, or personal fears. Understanding that your consciousness is not separate from the reality you experience is empowering. It means that you hold the key to shifting your life simply by becoming aware of the thoughts you entertain and the emotions you allow to guide you. The reality around you is not fixed. It is fluid and responsive to the vibrations you emit through your thoughts and feelings. You are connected to an infinite source of divine energy that transcends time, space, and physical limitation. This energy is the fundamental force that drives all creation, from the smallest particles in the universe to the vastness of the cosmos. It is an unbroken flow of intelligence, order, and vitality that permeates every aspect of life. Often we perceive ourselves as separate from this source, thinking of divinity or universal energy as something distant or external. However, the truth is that this divine energy is within you, always available and constantly flowing through your being. This connection to divine energy is not something you need to search for outside yourself. It exists as an intrinsic part of your makeup. The same intelligence that organizes the universe, the cells in your body, and the forces of nature is present within you. It operates in the background, silently orchestrating every moment of your existence, ensuring balance, health, and harmony in your body, mind, and spirit. When you align with this divine flow, you tap into a wellspring of wisdom, creativity, and strength that is limitless. Many people feel disconnected from this source due to the distractions and challenges of daily life, as well as the limiting beliefs they carry. However, this divine energy is never absent. It is a constant presence waiting for you to recognize and harness it. By shifting your awareness and becoming more attuned to this energy, you can begin to access a deeper understanding of yourself and the universe. When you consciously align with this divine source, you open yourself up to greater clarity, intuition, and purpose. Your actions, thoughts, and decisions become infused with this energy, transforming your life in profound and powerful ways. Aligning with the divine intelligence that guides the universe is the key to unlocking your fullest potential. This intelligence is the underlying force that governs all of existence, from the smallest particle to the vastness of galaxies. It's present in everything, whether it's the rhythmic pulse of your heartbeat, the cycles of nature, or the constant expansion of the universe. This intelligence is not separate from you. In fact, you are a direct manifestation of it. When you tap into this divine guidance, you begin to operate in harmony with the flow of life, rather than against it. The universe is a vast, interconnected web where everything is intricately linked. Every action, thought, and intention reverberates throughout this web. By aligning with the divine intelligence that permeates all of existence, you begin to consciously participate in this greater flow. You stop fighting against the currents of life and instead begin to move with them. This alignment brings clarity, purpose, and direction, helping you navigate life with more ease and less resistance. When you tune into this divine intelligence, it guides you in ways that go beyond your logical understanding. It speaks through intuition, signs, and synchronicities, offering you insights that are beyond the limitations of the physical world. The more you trust this guidance, the more connected you become to the source of all creation. It empowers you to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest potential, transforming not just your own life, but also your impact on the world around you. This divine intelligence is always available, constantly guiding you toward your highest good. When you open yourself to it, you allow it to shape your reality in ways that are more aligned with your true purpose and the grand design of the universe. Transformation begins with changing your thoughts and beliefs. Your mind is the creative force behind everything you experience, and the patterns you carry shape the world around you. The beliefs you hold about yourself, others, and the world form the lens through which you view reality. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or deeply ingrained patterns of thought that were formed long ago. However, the most powerful truth is that these beliefs are not fixed, they are malleable, and you have the ability to reshape them at any time. When you begin to change the way you think, you initiate a ripple effect that influences every aspect of your life. Your thoughts send out energetic frequencies that attract corresponding experiences. If your mind is filled with thoughts of limitation, fear, or scarcity, you unknowingly draw situations and people that reflect those beliefs. However, if you begin to shift your thinking toward abundance, love, and possibility, your external world will begin to reflect those thoughts. Changing your beliefs is not just about thinking positive thoughts or wishing for a different reality. It requires a deep shift in the way you perceive yourself and your place in the world. It means stepping into a new identity, one that aligns with your highest potential. This transformation is not instantaneous, but with consistent effort, you can retrain your brain to focus on empowering thoughts. As you do this, you break free from the old patterns that have kept you stuck, and you start creating a new reality that is more aligned with who you truly are. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and it is the starting point for any lasting transformation. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. The reality you experience begins to reflect the beliefs and intentions you hold in your consciousness, unlocking a new way of being and living. You are a vessel for divine creation and energy. This truth speaks to the idea that you are not merely a passive observer of life, but an active participant in the ongoing process of creation. Your existence is not random or accidental. You are intricately connected to the greater creative force that flows throughout the universe. Every thought, every action, every choice you make sends out vibrations that ripple through the fabric of existence. You have the ability to channel and express this divine energy in every moment, consciously or unconsciously. When you recognize yourself as a vessel for divine creation, you begin to understand that everything you do has purpose and meaning. You are not separate from the energy that flows through the stars, the oceans, and the earth. That same energy is within you, and it seeks to express itself through your thoughts, words, and actions. By tapping into this divine energy, you begin to align with the creative force that sustains life itself. It is within you, waiting to be harnessed and expressed in ways that elevate not only your own experience, but also the experiences of those around you. This recognition empowers you to approach life with a sense of responsibility and possibility. You realize that every moment is an opportunity to co-create with the divine, to shape your reality and influence the world in meaningful ways. Whether you are creating something physical or simply engaging in your daily tasks, you are participating in the ongoing act of creation. By choosing to align with this higher energy, you invite abundance, joy, and harmony into your life, and in turn, you become a source of inspiration and positive change for others. The energy that flows through you is boundless and unending, and when you allow it to guide you, it leads to powerful transformation. Every thought, feeling, and action can invoke the divine presence, allowing you to tap into the limitless potential that exists within and around you. The divine energy is not something that is reserved for moments of intense prayer or reflection. It is available to you in every single moment. In every thought you think, in every feeling you experience, and in every action you take, there is an opportunity to call upon the divine presence that resides within you and connects you to the greater flow of universal energy. When you consciously invoke the divine, you invite clarity, guidance, and alignment into your experience. Each thought, whether positive or negative, carries an energetic charge that sends a signal into the universe. By focusing on thoughts that are aligned with love, gratitude, and purpose, you begin to invoke the divine presence in a way that shifts your reality. These thoughts become a magnet for similar energies, creating experiences that are in harmony with your highest intentions. Your feelings, too, are a powerful tool for invoking the divine. Emotions are energy in motion, and when you cultivate emotions of peace, joy, and compassion, you align yourself with the higher frequencies of divine energy. The more you focus on these elevated feelings, the more you create space for divine inspiration, intuition, and synchronicity to enter your life. Even in your actions, the divine presence can be called upon. Every task you perform, no matter how small, is an opportunity to channel divine energy into the world. When you do this with intention and awareness, you transform ordinary moments into sacred acts. By choosing to invoke the divine in everything you do, you begin to live a life of purpose, connection, and profound transformation, allowing the divine to guide you toward your highest potential. The divine is not separate from you. It is within you, always present, always accessible. This truth shifts the way you perceive yourself in your relationship with the universe. For many, the idea of divinity is something distant or external, something to be sought outside oneself, perhaps in the form of a higher power or an unreachable force. But the reality is that the divine essence resides within you, and it is through recognizing and honoring this connection that you can truly begin to understand your own power and potential. You are not separate from the energy that flows through the universe. That divine presence is part of your very being in every cell, every thought, and every action. The life force that animates the stars, the earth, and every living organism is the same energy that flows through you. When you recognize this truth, you stop seeing yourself as an isolated individual and instead understand that you are an integral part of the greater whole. This awareness of oneness with the divine allows you to move through life with greater confidence and clarity. You no longer feel disconnected or powerless. Instead, you feel empowered by the knowledge that you are an active participant in the unfolding of creation. The divine energy within you can guide your thoughts, decisions, and actions, allowing you to create a life that is more aligned with your highest purpose. You are an expression of divine intelligence, capable of creating, transforming, and evolving. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your intentions are powerful forces that shape your reality. When you acknowledge that the divine is not outside of you, but within you, you open yourself up to a deeper understanding of who you truly are and the incredible potential that lies within. Trusting that the universe is always guiding you toward growth is a powerful practice that allows you to surrender to the flow of life. So often, people resist or fight against the challenges they face, believing that hardship is a sign of failure or a negative force. In reality, every experience, whether it appears positive or negative on the surface, carries within it the potential for growth and transformation. The universe, or the divine intelligence that governs all, is constantly guiding you, even when it seems as though things are not going according to plan. When you trust that the universe is guiding you, you begin to see life through a different lens. You start to recognize that every moment, every decision, and every twist and turn in your journey has a purpose. The setbacks, the obstacles, and the difficult experiences are not punishments, but rather invitations for deeper learning and evolution. They are the universe's way of nudging you in a direction that will ultimately serve your highest good, even if that path is not immediately clear to you. Trusting in this divine guidance requires you to release the need for control and certainty. It involves surrendering to the unknown and having faith that everything is unfolding as it should. This trust allows you to move forward with a sense of peace and confidence, knowing that even when you cannot see the bigger picture, the universe is working in your favor. As you cultivate this trust, you begin to let go of the fear and resistance that often block your progress. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by challenges, you learn to embrace them as opportunities for expansion. You become more attuned to the subtle signs, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges that guide you on your path, helping you move with greater ease and flow toward your highest potential. When you consciously call upon divine energy, your life begins to transform in profound ways. This transformation is not just about changing external circumstances, but about shifting the way you experience and interact with the world. The act of invoking divine energy is an invitation for alignment, clarity, and insight to enter your life, often in ways you couldn't have anticipated. When you open yourself up to this higher power, you allow your life to be guided by a force greater than yourself, one that has the ability to create order out of chaos and bring light to the darkest of situations. The transformation begins internally. As you tap into divine energy, your thoughts and beliefs start to shift. You begin to perceive the world from a higher perspective, one that is not bound by limitations, fears, or past conditioning. This shift in perception allows you to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles and solutions, where you once felt stuck. The divine energy brings with it a deep sense of peace and knowing, a reassurance that no matter the challenges you face, you are always supported and guided. Externally, this transformation manifests in the form of synchronicities, opportunities, and connections that seem to align effortlessly. You may begin to notice that things start falling into place more naturally with less resistance. Your actions and decisions become more aligned with your highest purpose, and as a result, the outcomes reflect that alignment. The relationships, experiences, and circumstances that come into your life are a reflection of this higher state of being. This divine energy works in harmony with your own intentions, amplifying them and helping you create a reality that is more fulfilling, abundant, and aligned with your true self. The more you trust in this energy and allow it to guide you, the more transformation you experience. It is a journey of continuous growth where each step brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. The reality around you is not fixed. It is fluid and responsive to the vibrations you emit through your thoughts and feelings. Everything you experience in life is a reflection of the energy you send out into the world. This means that the way you perceive yourself and the world directly impacts the reality that unfolds before you. When you become aware of the fact that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs shape your experiences, you begin to realize that you have the power to change your life simply by changing your mindset and energy. By understanding that your reality is not set in stone, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. Every moment is an opportunity for transformation, a chance to recalibrate your energy and shift your perspective. The key to unlocking this potential lies in the awareness that you are not merely a passive participant in life, but an active creator of your own experience. When you consciously choose to focus on thoughts of abundance, love, and possibility, you start to align yourself with higher frequencies that attract corresponding experiences. This fluidity in your reality allows for constant growth and evolution. No matter where you find yourself at this moment, you can choose to change your state of being. You can choose to shift your thoughts and emotions in a direction that serves your highest good. As you raise your vibration and align with more positive and empowering energies, you will naturally begin to draw people, situations, and opportunities that reflect this new frequency. Your reality responds to the energy you project. So the more intentional you are with your thoughts and emotions, the more quickly you will begin to see shifts in your external circumstances. The universe is always responding to your vibration, offering you exactly what you need to grow, expand, and create the life you truly desire.